Hello, welcome to Columbus, Ohio. I'm Rachel Miller and this is Color Splash. So I am going to quickly be making my last tile of the day. And I am just making a little flower out of Permanent Red Violet by Amsterdam. And I'm gonna warn you guys now, I'm watching some neighbors' dogs today, so if you hear barking, I've got a little chihuahua named Sweet Pea here, and he's about 3 pounds of pure fury and barkage. Like, he barks at everything that goes by the window, so I apologize in advance for any noise that might happen, but can't help what the doggies do, that's for sure. This is a little bit of Payne's Gray by Arteza. I usually start with it, but it's being very disagreeable with me as far as wanting to come off the stick well. Whoops. So I am just very sloppily putting some on, basically. I just want it to be in here, but getting a pretty design will be next to impossible. And then I'm going to follow with a little titanium buff by Amsterdam. You guys know I do this in every pearl pour, and I did not say I am working on my 1-to-1 satin enamel to acrylic pearl base. So it's equal parts satin enamel by DecoArt to my Artist Loft. Going to the left on me. Okay. Let's see. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to speed up because my flower keeps shifting. Next, I'm gonna come in with a little bit of primary magenta by Amsterdam. And I'm gonna do a little bit of turquoise green by Amsterdam. Whoa, that was way more than I intended right there. And then I'm going to do a little bit of brilliant blue by Amsterdam. And a little bit of King's Blue by Amsterdam. And then a little bit of Sky Blue by Amsterdam. I'm just kind of going through all my blues very quickly. I'm gonna actually do a little bit more of this Payne's Gray, even though it's not being very cooperative. I really need to have more of it in this piece. Okay, now I'm gonna come back in with my Permanent Red Violet. This is by Amsterdam. I forgot to do my Persian Rose by Amsterdam. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of Iridescent Copper by Pebeo. This is kind of my Shades of Sunset Black Hole series colors. Then I'm gonna just add a little bit more of my titanium buff and a little bit of transparent red, and then I'm gonna grab my cell activator. Sweet Pea, where you going, buddy? Sweet Pea has such a crazy story. He was found running the streets with a humongous gash in him. Almost his entire abdomen and a little bit of his spine was hanging out, and it took hours and hours to put him back together. They didn't know if he would survive, but the little guy pulled through, thankfully. He's a little survivor, that one. Aren't you, buddy? You're a little survivor. That was primary magenta. I just feel like I should finish with a gray, so I'm going to finish with neutral gray by Amsterdam. Maybe I just am feeling finishing with a lighter color. I'll come back with, oh yeah, this is what I wanted. A little bit of Persian Rose. Okay. Where is my cell activator? Watch out, Pixie. I'm watching the entire neighborhood today. Okay, I am just creating a pool of my cell activator, which is Amsterdam Lamp Black mixed with Australian Floetrol. And in my last tile, I did not have enough down, so I'm gonna make darn sure I get enough this time. It's gotta go across the entire tile. That should definitely be enough. So I'm gonna grab my blow dryer, and on the low cool setting, I'm gonna blow this out. Gonna be pretty. Gorgeous colors. Oh my gosh, the colors could not be any prettier. And before you panic about all the black that's left, just know that that's not gonna be here at the end of this, when this piece is finished. A lot of that black is gonna be gone. Although I could have blown this side a little more vigorously, so I'm gonna grab a straw and just quickly blow some of that extra activator off of there. And now I'm going to grab a skewer and a clean paper towel, and I am just going to gently kind of scratch at the bottom of the tile with my skewer, which should ideally cause a pearl cell to pop up. I'm not using any silicone. I get that question often. There's no silicone being used. All of this paint that pops up is just hidden underneath the black cell activator, and all it needs is a pathway to come up through the cell activator, and that's all I'm providing. I am just kind of using the suction of pulling the skewer in and out of the paint. Kind of helps to create a pathway and suck the paint underneath up. That's all I'm doing. And it allows me to decide exactly where I want the pearl cells to live. And that is really cool. It's kind of takes a little while. I might stand here for 5 minutes poking through my activator, but it's well worth it because in the end I get this beautiful result. And oh my gosh, I cannot wait to take you in because the pearl cells that have already come up are outstanding. They are so gorgeous. They all look like little pieces of Millefiori glass. I don't know if you guys know what Millefiori glass is, but it's made in Italy, and they're little tiny pieces of glass that almost look like old-fashioned candy. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Let's see. And every time I dip this in, I am wiping it off on my paper towel. So I'm not putting a dirty skewer back into the cell activator. Oh my gosh, these colors are so gorgeous. I'm gonna switch and try using the back side. The back side creates a lot of suction and really pulls the paint underneath, up and through the cell activator. You just have to be careful when doing it because it can disturb all the little delicate cells that are already around the rim here. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it takes like 10-15 seconds for these pearl cells to pop up, so you do have to give it a second before you go again because you might be poking through an area that a cell is already forming in. Oh my gosh, some of these are just bursting to the surface. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. These cells are coming up. They're just coming up slowly. Oh my gosh. I am so excited, guys. This is gonna be so gorgeous. I think I've pulled about as many of these up as I'm gonna be able to get up. So let me take you guys in for a closer look at this gorgeous tile. So excited. Sorry for the noise. Oh my goodness. This guy is gorgeous. Look at these cells. I mean, honestly, the ombre effect of the gentle purple to pink and blue to pink and the red. I mean, I cannot get over how beautiful this is. Every tile I feel this way about. I'm just so taken with the patterns of the paint. I mean, this is so gorgeous. These cells are just beautiful. And these, oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. I mean, these things just are glowing, this pink and purple color. I'm so excited to see how it's going to look dry. And this little section, oh, gorgeous. I'm so happy I did. Oh my goodness, look at those cells. Sorry, I'm a little excited. This is such a pretty piece. And I love this burgundy color that was made kind of by accident. I do have to scrape the edges, but it's gonna be so pretty when it's dried. And the one nice thing about working on bisque tiles is what you see now is pretty much exactly what it's gonna look like dry. And I love that. I love being able to predict exactly what it's gonna look like. Let me show you the piece I did on canvas about an hour ago. So far it's drying really well. I did have a huge gold cell kind of pop up in the middle of the black hole, but that's okay. It's still gonna be a really pretty piece when it's done. And this was a piece I did a couple days ago. It dried beautifully. I haven't put any varnish or anything on it yet, but I had nowhere to set it, so I just hung it up. I'm running out of space. Anyway, this was super fun. I'm so glad you guys joined me for this. I hope you join me for my next one. Please remember to click like and subscribe if you enjoy watching me paint. It means so much to me. I can't tell you how much your support has meant to me since I started this channel. Anyway, thank you so much again for joining me. Happy painting, y'all. Bye.